What do fans of two anime series that feature lots of pretty girls with big eyes need? Well, of course make a crossover between them, so that all that big-eyed joy is twice as much. That what the authors of Neptunia x SENRAN KAGURA Ninja did, which recently made its way to PC. It would seem that everyone should be satisfied, but the result was ambitious. The Neptunia and SENRAN KAGURA series are similar in many ways. Both start out in the early 2018 as games, as they were manga, fanzines, and anime adaptation based on them. Both are about a group of fighting girls. Only in Neptunia they are goddesses of the game industry world who fought console wars among themselves, and in SENRAN KAGURA they are shinobi, ninjas. And both series have fallen on hard times lately. That's why the release of Neptunia x SENRAN KAGURA Ninja Wars crossover was seen by many as an opportunity to reminisce vividly. But there are some differences. Neptunia is more of a mix of visual novel and classic JRPG with a turn-based combat, while SENRAN KAGURA is a more of handheld action game with a role-playing and real-time elements, as well as side-scrollers. Neptunia has a lot of humor, postmodernism and pure geek jokes about video games, while SENRAN KAGURA on the one hand is more serious, and on the other hand the emphasis is on erotica, fanservice, and the size of the breast of the main character. There were dating simulators, pinball erotica, cooking to music, and battle between wet, half-naked girls shooting each other with water pistols. So, I will start the most important thing for many. There is no hentai in Neptunia x SENRAN KAGURA Ninja Wars, and the erotica and fanservice is lies. The girls as usual often take a bath together. And there's also a minigame where we have a girl sitting on a beach in a need to keep her balanced and from falling over for a certain amount of time. If successful, you get a health bonus and useful consumables. That's pretty much it. The reason for the heroines of both series to meet was the usual for SENRAN KAGURA showdown between two ninja schools, but they take place in the universe of game industry, whose godless represent the combat style, a school based on team techniques. SENRAN KAGURA's heroines, on the other hand, belong to the Honepa style, a school that relies on attack. These principles rivals were about to go to the final showdown, but a third phase has appeared. The headshot fighting school has declared a general super war between the shinobi girls, but in fact is going to the over-the-wall universe with the help of the army of ninja robots, which force our heroines to join forces and fight back against the common enemy. Headshot School is headed by cute girls, and the main one is called Yohkema. In general, there's a lot of Neptunia's trademarks, gamer humor and plot. It doesn't give a deep to the story, but it definitely makes the passage a bit more interesting. In addition, the intrigue is brought by two new heroines, specially invented for Neptunia x SENRAN KAGURA Ninja Wars, cat girl Yuki, and mysterious dressed in a black shinobi called Crow, who suffers from amnesia and will attack Neptunia and the campaign for a long time. All in all, for a average person, the story smacks of nonsense, but fans of both series might enjoy it. The gameplay is based on SENRAN KAGURA series. Here we have the real-time 3-dimensional action with pumping, and it is simplified version, where most of the time on easy and normal difficulty level you can just spell close of enemies with a standard attack, and the ability to throw shurikens and kunai looks superfluous. The same applies to side missions, mostly to clean up already location, which are needed to earn money for new amulets, shurikens and special stones that give passive bonuses to the character, as the easy level is not required at all, as the normal level problems arise quite rarely and only with especially strong bosses. There is no special need in grind, and the installation of stones can be done automatically. In order to defeat the stronger enemies, you need to use special ninja fighting techniques, which use upset your stamina, increase or decrease attack or defense, strike one target or all around, and of course having file of special skill in battles the gears are happy to perform their spectacular and effective ultra attacks. Each of 10 gears have his own ninja moves and super attacks. They also differ in their movement speed and the weapons they use. Yuki, for example, fights exclusively with her claws, while Yumi fights with a fan, but the difference only starts to be held in the hard difficulty level. That's where the grind is really useful, and you need to pump camps and choose a couple of heroes wisely, so that they could combine ninja techniques. After all, between them you can effectively switch right in the fight, and in case of that off, 1 second will come to replace, and generally have to deal with pumping and equipping for selected favorite kills. This is fine, but the simulation when the game opens on hard and a normal difficulty level mostly feels like a rather easy walk. It's not normal. Neptunia x SENRAN KAGURA Near the Wars is prime example of fan service game that doesn't try to seem like something more. Another thing is that the story, gameplay and difficulty balance here is not perfect, and the fan service itself could have been more. In our system of coordinates is a pass, but fans of course have no rights to miss such game. Pros of the game is crossover between 2 famous series, all familiar and as always good heroes are gathered here, beautiful artwork, atmospheric music and voice acting. And cons is a story and gameplay are often is too simple. There's a problem with difficult balance, the game can seem too easy on normal level and too hard on hard. Not the best camera work in a PC version. Thank you for watching.